Yo, what's up with y'all? Welcome back to another reaction video. What's good with you? Hey, I said video stream. Hey, like the shit up before we even get started, bro. Y'all know what time it is, bro. Y'all see we got Andrew, Tate, Tristan, 6ix9ine, and Steve. Hey, if you make it 5 minutes in the video, you gotta subscribe and stuff. That mean you just like the content. But yeah, we ain't finna waste no time. Let's hop straight into it. Let's not even much waste no time. I know what y'all here for. I know what I'm here for.
Studio. Not quite as good as ours.
Well, the producers are certainly better.
No. That's to be debated because this is the first emergency.
Okay, this is the live on Rumble? Question mark?
There are producers who are producing this show, professionals. I'm a professional. I'm number one. I'm the best. So I'm going to put them to the test. They think they can be Mr. Producer and replace me. We're about to find out. So, for example, right now I would play the Mr. Producer song. Of course, they're not Mr. Producer. I'm the number one. I'm the best. Can you admit that if I was
Mr. Producer?
Yeah, I'm joking. But would it have come on time? I don't even know. Producers,
got all damn hoes. What's that, bro? Brother, it was good, bro.
Number one, top striker. When I ask for something, it better be here on screen. That's the game.
Well, I'm glad we have proper producers, and I'm glad that Mr. Producer isn't playing. So this is not.
How you doing today, bro?
We are here in lovely Dubai. Why are we doing an emergency meeting here, though, and not at our house in Dubai? Why here? What's going on today?
Why here? What's going on today?
I have a special guest. I'm going to ask him some questions. I'm going to, find out the story behind the story. I'm not only Mr. Producer, I'm also Mr. Interviewer now. Okay?
Mr. Interviewer.
We're here in Dubai because Dubai is the city of the future.
Andrew Tennessee got a podcast? Huh?
I don't think many people realize that the world is changing in real time. There is a schism. Is that the word? Schism.
I'm doing good, bro. That's good, yeah, bro.
In the singular polar world, and I think that Dubai is perfectly.
That's not him, bro.
That since I've been here, I've been meeting with very influential and important people, people who know things about things.
I'm dropping my sauce everywhere, but
Dubai is perfectly placed, not only geographically but politically, to be between the two great rising powers of Earth. I think that Dubai is a safe bet for all of humanity for the future. I also love it here. I love the strong faith of the place. I love how safe it is. It's really a great city, and truthfully, I don't think it has any competition globally. So we're in one of the best places on earth to be. It's funny when we come to Dubai, there's always some American who goes, "Bro, the Middle East, is it okay over there?" I'm like, my friend.
And you're in Detroit. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
It's fine. So I think we should give the producers one more.
Yeah.
You think if I tell them to play Mr. Producer, it'll come on?
I don't know.
If it doesn't, can you admit that I'm the best producer?
Where will it come on?
On the screen.
How do we know that it's playing?
On the screen.
our producers.
Is it playing?
Oh, it's playing right now.
Can they hear us? The Mr. Producer's playing, but they can hear us. This is all confusing. It's brand new territory.
It's properly done, that's why. It's not you winging it like a jackass with headphones on that no one can hear. Last time we did a podcast, I had a broken microphone
Steve?
The whole time. I had to shout so your microphone could pick me up. I hold you fully responsible for that. In fact, I think we should move the Emergency Meeting podcast to this professional studio run by real producers forever. So as we were saying before I criticized you, Dubai certainly is the city of the future. It's a very, very unique place, and like you said, it's one of the only places in the world where I'm comfortable wearing.
It was on with the producers.
Yeah, it's one of the only places in the world
Our producers.
where you can walk the street at 3, 4, 5 a.m. and anybody you run into, you don't have to be nervous, you don't have to be intimidated, you don't have to worry if they're going to pull a knife, pull a gun, like in London, the United States, all these countries that are.
Yeah, it's a very safe place. It's a beautiful place. There's 200 different nationalities.
I really want to
take in harmony, different faiths.
I want to go to Dubai.
Ideologies, different mindsets, but they've all unified behind the respect for Dubai. I think you have to give credit to the rulers for that. The leadership of Dubai is absolutely flawless, and the things they've done are truly fantastic. And the fact that you have all these different people from different places with different ideologies and different mindsets all in one place, living in harmony, is truly a beautiful example of how the world should be and how we want the world to be. And it's failed in so many other places, but here in Dubai it's worked perfectly because of the strong leadership. So some respect to them. It's also
because there are countries who have the same natural resources that Dubai has, that have oil, who have a lot of potential, but it's the weakness of leadership that means that they're third world countries. The people in Dubai, the Emiratis, have that forward vision. They use their resources cleverly. They have the world's tallest building. They've got some of the world's finest attractions, best hotels, best restaurants, best entertainment, best of everything. It's
medicine.
Truly impressive. And it's also it can kind of tie into what I want to talk about first when you talk about cancel culture and different ideologies and how some people's ideologies don't deserve to be heard. But here we are living in such a multicultural city where there's 200 different people, 200 different nationalities from different countries who all think different, perhaps look a little bit differently, but they all understand that differences are no problem. That's part of being human, and sometimes you need to be tolerant and accepting of other people's points of views. And it's kind of funny that the people who are so desperate for my cancellation and their attempt to destroy me don't seem to be very tolerant or accepting of points of views that are different to their own.
Yeah, I probably watch right now like, is this a mukbang?
Intolerant.
Reaction.
And tolerant people are people like me. I am a tolerant man. I will sit and talk with somebody who disagrees with me. In fact, I actually enjoy talking with people who disagree with me more than people who agree with me. I encourage it. I think that discourse is very, very important for humanity. I think as soon as you destroy one side of an argument,
I think it's a 6ix9ine part.
radical situation where the Matrix can put
they
forth
bond.
a version
Steve.
the opposite side, sit down and intelligently. Brilliant.
I watched the podcast.
This man's short.
You just act like you don't.
No, I
like-
don't. This is not an act.
But you'll tell him to play it.
I'm genuine. I will not tell him to play it.
How could you not let
But
me?
you know, it gets in your head, and I find myself like singing it around my house and stuff.
Oh, dude, I sing it all the time.
And girls will be like, what the hell song is that? I'm like, if the story's too long, don't worry. It's called Mr. Producer.
The song I sing is Tate, I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah, that's a bad one. We're pretty good with our creativeness. Like, it's the Matrix attempts to attack me, and I basically just make.
This nigga Steve swole is small.
Imagine doing that. Imagine sitting
He's like the
around.
little
Imagine the
C-net.
overlords sitting in their dark room, going, "Let's attack him with all of our media machines, and let's get everyone to lie about him. Let's get Logan Paul that cut. Let's give him some money.
heard Steve
Let's
was
get everyone to
bad.
sell out and attack him." And he just ignores us and makes theme tunes. That's my reply: is theme tunes.
They're good though.
They're good.
They're
You can't
actually-
beat the man who sings theme tunes.
So speaking of being cancelled, what the hell's going on with you, bro?
I'm canceled, yes.
You don't look very cancelled to me. I don't know how many people are watching this, but probably quite a few. Yeah, you don't seem that cancelled, but officially, I guess you are now technically cancelled.
I'm canceled,
I
but
wanna hear this.
it doesn't feel right because I didn't do anything wrong.
Start from the beginning. So please
I wanna hear
accept
this.
that I'm an old man. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Right? Pretend I'm completely ignorant. And let's start from the beginning. Your name is Steve, correct?
Steve.
Nice to meet you.
Steve, I'm crab with a chance and meatball the
Nice to
monkey.
meet you.
Steve.
Pleasure. Yeah, very.
So what happened? How did you get
Nigga
canceled?
Steve
Where
small
were you?
as
Because you were with the
swole,
Nelk
bro.
Boys. I know those guys really, really well, but also I don't understand the politics of the Nelk Boys. I'm gonna say this now. Everyone I've met from the Nelk Boys is completely cool, but I don't get it. There's always like some Nelk Boys, and then there's some drama around the Nelk Boys, and some guys yelling at the Nelk Boys, and someone's not in the Nelk Boys, and I'm just like, I don't understand. I just do the podcast.
Yeah, you're talking about the Bob Memory, the Full Send podcast situation, but we don't gotta talk about it because I'm not really
Involved.
Yeah, I just
Cool.
yeah, but yeah, I got canceled. Feels good. Cancel life's been good, as you know.
It is good.
It's actually quite nice.
Yeah,
It is?
It's like a little vacation.
So why
So
did
we
you
gotta
get
get canceled. I'm joking.
Okay, it's not gonna make any sense though. It's very hard to explain.
It never does.
Because I get you got canceled. You're a misogynist, right?
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Massage
But I'm not actually a misogynist. So what they did is they weaponized the pretend virtue against me. to
No,
try
but at
and
least like
decimate me.
at least there's like a reason. Like I mean, even though it's not like true, I've watched it. It's,
That's,
there's
their,
like-
that's their false justification.
but there's like
that
a
they use,
yeah, there's a false reason. But
They didn't give me a reason. I just lost my YouTube anyway. So what was the reason they gave you? What
no,
did you
alright,
do wrong?
Before we end this, I want to say I came to these guys' houses. I'm gonna go right into this. Steve will do it. This is what I do.
Okay, cool.
Came right into it. I came to their house in Dubai. You guys are renting $200,000 a month. Beautiful house. And then these guys were so generous. You, genuine smile, so nice to me. I couldn't believe most famous person on the planet. So nice and genuine to me. Tristan Tate. So
Come on,
nice
we
and genuine
fanboy in
to me.
here, we
Gave me a
interviewing.
lighter.
Come on.
Can you explain that lighter to me?
Well, you had never used a proper cigar lighter before, so that was
No, I had not.
that is a limited edition DuPont Cohiba. There's only a few hundred of them in the world. They cost me over $2,000. And you were like, this lighter is really cool.
And it was
I
cool.
I was like, you haven't seen one of these before. You know what? It's yours. You can have the lighter. You can keep it.
I know, and I really appreciate it. And
that's
means a lot.
nice,
And then
Tate.
I want to say I filmed an intro for my YouTube video, or Rumble video, Jesus Christ. And these guys were so, like, I'm giving away 25 grand to someone that comments, and then they were like, I'm gonna match that, so 50 grand.
Yeah.
He's gonna match that 75 grand, and then he's gonna double match
Then we threw in
that.
another 25.
So we're at like $100,000 to give away to promote my video. So I want to say thank you guys so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Tatum is so
And as a
smart, bro.
gesture, I got something for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like Christmas.
Nah.
So I got this. I don't know which one this is. It's for Tristan.
Jesus, no way.
Green dial.
No
I know you
way.
like
Green
that.
dial Rolex.
Pulling out
No, the
Rolex.
presidential.
Hey, can I have one?
That is absolutely.
And then I got
beautiful.
something special for Andrew. This is factory, by the way.
Okay, my friend.
don't
Can I have
do it.
one?
And then this is a presidential
Oh, my
diamond.
friend, look at that.
That's beautiful, bro.
That's amazing.
That's beautiful.
That's your watch.
Look at Rolexes on stream, bro.
Yeah.
Can I have a Rolex?
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're
You're
welcome.
welcome very much.
Don't. I mean, you guys sent me 100 grand. So
My
I
wrist naked.
lower
Yeah,
demand on you guys.
I haven't worn a watch
So it's
in a long
the least
time,
I can
bro.
do. I just appreciate the
Hospitality.
and
Oh, I said it on play with you.
camera.
We go ahead.
most famous person on fucking the planet, smiling, being genuine, nice, and that's who he is.
Yep.
So I just want to give that to you.
Yeah, we're not actually horrible people.
Man, this means a
no,
lot.
no.
You know, I don't get presents very often, so this means a lot.
Yeah, he'll be, it's factory diamonds. So I hope you enjoy that.
Me and Andrew are each other's only friend, and we
And-
buy ourselves everything we want, so no one ever gets us anything. But
And
there
then
you go.
I saw
It's
you had
absolutely
the
beautiful.
green face AP, so I figured I'd get you green face Prezi Rolex.
Beautiful, bro.
Sorry if I went cheap on you guys.
No.
I'm very apologetic.
This may be the most expensive gift I've ever received.
Yeah, but thank you guys. I mean, the hospitality
Yeah.
comes a long way, and then you guys
I
just
told you that
throw
word.
money at me to help my channel, so I really appreciate it. So
Amazing.
thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
He's the
that's how
man.
we started out. That's
Amazing.
how we do it.
We us cancel people are pretty nice, aren't we? We're not bad people. It's kind of funny how the people who are so desperate to get rid of us are so full of hate and so full of vision.
So hey, but you guys were so nice off camera. Like it was incredible. Like it was the hospitality. Like
I get that all the time from the people who've only consumed the negative media and believe the lies reported about myself and my brother. Now when I meet them, I'll take a girl out on a date, or I'll meet some woman with kids saying my kids want a photo with you. I'm like, wow, you're actually so nice. I'm like, what do you expect me to do? Attack your children? Like, no, the way the media spins the horrible lies, people actually get afraid. They become intimidated by you, and they think that
insane.
you're actually a genuinely bad person. But no.
no, but when you meet him in
that.
person, it was insane. It was genuine niceness. I was out at your place, but yeah.
Good to hear.
Thank you guys so much. Cancel people, not bad people.
Yeah, we're not bad people.
So why did you get canceled?
Yeah, why are you canceled?
Okay, but
How did you join our club?
How did you join the team?
no, but the thing is, it's so hard to explain because it's a mind fuck, right? So on YouTube, you're allowed to play on gambling websites, correct?
Yeah.
You're allowed to show yourself playing on it. Like you can screen record you playing on it.
Yeah.
You can say, hey, I'm on this website. I'm playing on it. It's the best gambling website ever. You can say that. You can do advertisements, say, hey, I'm the best. But if you show the .com on the thing, because you're allowed to screen record yourself playing it, then you can't have the .com. So
That
basically,
don't make no
my
sense to me.
editor didn't fully blur the .com on my second channel. And no, give me
Nah,
my.
something that small
I get
can be.
4 million views per week on my main channel, and there's no gambling content. I have a second channel that gets 50K views per video, and he didn't fully blur the .com, and because of that, I promoted my second channel on my main channel. I said, hey, but they deleted me.
But do you think there was, because obviously the terms and conditions of all these social media websites are extremely vague and unambiguous.
It doesn't make
and
sense,
It doesn't
yeah.
make sense. It allows them to do whatever they want. So what do you think the real reason they deleted you was? Why did they dislike you?
Okay, it's funny that someone like you is asking me this because this is very interesting because my last video, I was in Ecuador. I was with 6ix9ine, I was with my girl, I was with his girl. And we were in the car, we're drunk, we're having fun. Anyways, we started going off. All right, like context. Me and my girlfriend, she knows that I'm a big fan of you guys, and it kind of like I make jokes like I'm a high value man. I'm gonna fuck every hooker here, like shit like that. But it's jokes.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck like.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a joke, yeah.
I make $1 million a month. It's like I'm gonna fuck every girl.
That won't make $1 million a
It's
month.
jokes. Andrew Tate told me to fuck every girl. It's jokes. I mean,
yeah.
we
No,
have fun. We
yeah.
have a good.
I understand.
We have a good thing. But in the video, this is what I truly believe. In the video, we were talking about. Like, I'm a high value man, do whatever, we use hookers, this and that. It's jokes. I love hookers. I'm a big fan of hookers. hookers. I support you. I have supported a lot of 6ix9ine. I love you to death. But I've put food on the table for a lot of hookers.
Well, bro,
I'm a good man. And the
as
thing
an
is,
older man, I'd
doing,
advise you that would be a terrible habit. But,
no, but I'm saying, anyways, I did an Andrew Tate scenario in my video.
Okay.
And that was the last video I ever made.
Oh, that's funny.
It was the last video I ever made. I was doing it, and then next thing you know, you're fucking canceled everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I did that video, and like I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying like maybe
it's my fault.
Yeah.
it could be because like I was just making jokes. Me and my girl were perfect. She's my wife. Like I love her to death. We make jokes. It's like Andrew Tate says this high value man. I'm gonna fuck bitches, and it's a joke. No, it's a joke.
YouTube, you're not out to the joke. There was the famous case of Andrew saying, "I wouldn't give CPR to my friend."
Unless
it was a hot girl.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I know,
but the thing is,
there's no free speech.
You say that, and I take that as a joke. Of course. I don't think you're serious.
Of course. Yeah.
Your brother is on the floor fucking dying. You're gonna give him CPR if you know CPR. You know what I'm saying? Like the dummies take that serious, but like me, I take that as a joke and I laugh and it makes me happy and
all right, back to a full reaction now, bro.
Laughter.
We need laughter, and
We need laughter.
you're right. They don't want
We
you
need
to
happiness.
They don't want you to have
You
a sense
do.
of humor. But one of the main reasons I would estimate that they canceled you, which is the same reason they came for me, is that your demographic is a very important demographic.
Do Steve have an influence on men?
It's a young.
It's young men, and that's what they're afraid
No,
of you
but the
having
thing is-
influence over. If you don't sell your soul,
No,
you
but-
don't do a Logan Paul.
Oh, like I said.
and you have influence over that
Yeah,
demographic.
like I said, yeah.
No,
So Steve,
no, but the thing
he
is
said he
about-
was averaging 4 mil a week. So depending on what type of content it was, if it was influencing males, the people are not gonna like that shit. Shit, sooner or later they gonna try to cancel Foreign Pill, but they can't, bro. They can't stop us, bro.
That's the similar as me is that
We
when
will
I meet
succeed
people and I
as
meet
men.
friends, which is a lot of them, I meet older people. It's like I look up to you, like I really look up to you. Like you're the man. It's like I'm a young multi-millionaire that don't give a fuck about anyone thinks. Don't give a fuck about politics. Don't give a fuck about anything. It's just I say what I want. And people look up to me, and I feel like I'm a threat because I don't give a fuck about anything. I don't need YouTube money. I've made, you know what I'm saying? I get 4 million views per week off YouTube, and I make $0.
How old?
Because I play songs like Mr. Producer. I'm like, and it's like I don't care, like you know. So I truly believe that I got canceled for just being a very influential young millionaire.
Hey, with an aspirational
That
lifestyle.
does, but it's not.
What's
I'm not
his YouTube
political
channel?
because I don't
Steve.
know politics. Like I consider
Bro,
myself.
Steve's such bro, Steve just such a different name. Steve. Like, just imagine having a partner named Steve. That was Sam, Steve. Like, bro.
The dumbest smart person
Steve.
in the world.
Steven.
But no, but you nailed it. You're an influential young
Steven.
man, and you haven't sold your soul. And we're now getting to a point of the
Yeah.
world now, as things become more and more divided, as the battle rages between good and evil. Anyone who they see has large amounts of influence, and they know they don't control. They see
They
as a
can't
threat.
control me because I'm not.
They see you as a threat, and the reason they couldn't control you is because, like you said, same as me, when we were on YouTube, nothing was monetized. They wouldn't monetize anything,
No.
so they didn't give us a penny. So they couldn't even buy us with money, right? They couldn't control us. And when you have these wild cards, that's what we see us as people who have morals and we want to stick to what we believe and say what we want to say, and they sit and go, how do we make this person sell their soul and stick to the agenda? If you say no, then they find a reason to get rid of you. They're just waiting for a reason.
Yeah.
But it's so fucked up how it's like, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys are smarter than me, it's politically driven or no?
Well, there's certainly...
Or like, what is it? Because like, all I did was like,
Give money away.
like yeah, the thing is, so I gave $250,000 to $500,000 away per week to just people because that's what I like.
Man,
like
W.
Makes me happy.
Steve. Yeah, Steven.
And that's what I did. And like, yo, you're gonna
Hey, let me get a
cancel
W.
me
Steve in the comments,
over
man.
a website that you allow on your platform. There's
I could
like,
tell you right now, my friend, the website is not the reason you got canceled. I don't believe the website is the reason he got canceled, bro. Come on, having a little small.com and bro, don't forget, he averaging 4 million views a week. YouTube is also making money off that as well. More money than he make, of course, but they both making money, so YouTube will never ever.
endless accounts on YouTube.
If KSI or Logan Paul or somebody accidentally leaked the little .com shit or whatever he talking about, you think they gonna get banned? Or do y'all think they they probably won't even much get the smallest strike? They probably won't even much get nothing really.
That their entire YouTube content.
Oh, they gonna hate me for sure once I come up. Oh my god, bro. I'm 18. I got a different ass mindset, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, they gonna dislike me. Hey, by the time I'm 20, I should be a multimillionaire. That's the goal.
Based on this website, based on content, based on gambling websites, you can.
Well, no, I'm
say,
saying the same
I'm
thing.
on this gambling website. I'm playing on this gambling website. It's the best website ever. You can show yourself playing. You have a little fucking camera of you, like your reactions. Yet you're gonna cancel me over 100,000 views per video on my second channel. You're gonna
It don't make
cancel my
sense.
main channel.
It's an excuse. They're hovering their finger over the cancel button, thinking, I don't like this guy being on the platform. And the terms and
Cancel.
conditions are did you read them?
No. Okay.
So
Nobody reads the fucking terms and conditions besides mediocre tutorial reviews. He said he always reads the shit. Shout out, bro. I would never read that shit. Hell, I've got time for that bullshit, bro. Shit, I do what believe is right and I believe it's positive and it's gonna put a smile on people's face, bro. That's my goal when y'all watch my videos. I just want y'all to smile, bro. If you laugh, I'm satisfied. A dude off Instagram texts me that he enjoyed my videos. That made my day, bro. It made my day that I'm making your day. That's all, brother. That's all I like, bro.
So
I like making people smile.
They won.
And also, of course I want the money, nigga. Shit, wait till I get my honest. Of course I want the money. What the hell? You need money to survive, but shit, I still love doing what I do,
They
bro.
can put it in the terms and conditions before they push the button.
No, but it
I think
doesn't make
changed them
sense.
after
Yo,
they
if
took
you're
it
gonna
off.
if you're gonna cancel me over stake.com, how about make stake not allowed on the fucking platform? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the girl
Shout out Aiden.
that called me on YouTube, she was so stoked. Like you can tell like person's tone and how they talk, if they're happy, sad, mad, or whatever. When I got canceled, the only conversation I ever had with YouTube was when I got canceled. They said, "Hey, yo, we're terminating all 3 channels of yours."
Damn.
And I called her.
For having just, bro, that's like me. Hold on, let me move my camera. Me having the YouTube.com, obviously, it's not nothing wrong with that. If you allow online gambling, right? I mean, if you allow that live streamer to do gambling and he allowed to stream it, why the fuck does it matter if you see the little website shit right here? Like, why does it matter? Why? I don't understand. That's not the reason why he got canceled. That don't add up, bro. That's not.
She seemed so happy.
Come on, we can use logic and
Like
we can use logic and tell that didn't add up, bro. Come on now.
It's like she won the lottery or some shit. Like she seemed really stoked, and I was with someone. I was with my editor, and she's like, "Why is she so happy?" I just don't get it. And you're to blame.
It's all my fault.
Yeah, it is Andrew's fault.
It's all my fault. But,
No,
but it's an unfortunate realization because this can extrapolate out towards society, right? It's an unfortunate realization. And you've lived long enough to understand that the terms and conditions of a social media website or even the laws of a nation you live under are so vague and so ambiguous that if they don't like you, they will find a reason to use
But
it
the thing is,
against you.
I'm trying.
My opinion on the terms of service, even if you do read all the terms of service, if they don't like you as a person, bro, that bitch. If they don't like you as a person, bro, they can usually just edit it up. It sound like you tired.
So that's what's scary. It's scary. Right now, in terms of conditions. Wait till it becomes the laws of the nation. That's when it's really scary.
Huh? Oh, chill, I got you my bed on. My dad bought this shit, thank you.
No, but hear me out.
You haven't read the law.
No, but hear me out, Andrew. And Tate, like, why would they cancel somebody that it's not even political? Like, yeah, I gave Trump a fucking Rolex. Yeah, I gave Trump a Prezi Rolex, like you, because
Me and Trump on the same page and speaking up.
no, because he's Prezi.
Yeah, but let me tell you why. They'll just delete you and they'll replace you. And everyone wants to be a vlogger these days, and everyone will do anything.
attempt
bend
to.
over.
No, but-
Yeah.
no, but I'm
so
saying-
they'll
True.
attempt to replace you with somebody who will say whatever they want.
Yep.
Somebody's going to go give Joe Biden a Rolex. So you
Yep.
can drop him.
No, but I'm saying as a
Yep.
creator, I feel like I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Yeah.
I feel like I was the #1 YouTuber in the world. Like I swear, like someone may get more views than me, this and that, but it's like what I did. I make $1.5 million, $2.5 million a month, and I would dedicate that to fucking helping others. Yeah. And it's like, you're gonna cancel me when I dedicate all the fucking income I have because I believe in my brand, I believe in me. I didn't give a fuck about money. I make 1.5, I make 2.5 million a month. Yeah, that's good money. I don't give a fuck. I'll buy Lambos, Ferraris, houses, this and that. But I didn't give a fuck. You want to know how many times I borrowed money from my parents? I borrowed money from my fucking rich friends to make these videos to give away money to people, and then they're gonna cancel me over a fucking website that they allow on their platform. And it's like, why do that to me when my mission was to help people? I love helping people. Like, I changed, I literally have probably hundreds and hundreds of couches that I can sleep on for the rest of my life because I've changed many lives. And you want to cancel me, and then there's someone like I know I'm gonna say it, I fucking hate Ethan Klein. I fucking hate him. No, I'm saying, but I'm saying, but
Oh, you talking about Fatty, the little fat grandpa?
It's not biased, but I'm saying, like, this is facts. Ethan Klein said if there was whatever, I don't know how he said it, but basically was if there was another Holocaust, he hopes that
they get Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro burns first.
Yeah.
And like someone like that gets suspended for 1 week, but someone that spends $250,000 to $500,000 a week helping people that have fucked up lives, have kids that they can't feed them, have all this and changing their lives, they spend all their money on them.
But I'll tell you why.
Canceled?
I'll tell you why. Because Ethan Klein, and it's not personal because he doesn't like us, but he's objectively,
it's not personal at all.
He's objectively.
Ethan Klein is a bot, bro. A fat bot. Fat papa. And he could say that somebody need to burn, but this man can't show steak.com on YouTube. I can show steak.com. I'll pull that shit up and show that right now. I bet you this video won't get taken down. I won't get canceled. That shit bullshit. That's just an excuse, bro. That's not the reason why this man got banned, bro. That's bullshit.
He's objectively an evil, horrible, sad person. He said it himself that he's sad. He's on antidepressants. He's a miserable individual. Mm-hmm. And he spreads hatred. And when you spread hatred out into the universe, when you spread hate, you manage to divide the populace. When a populace is divided, they can be controlled. You were spreading love. You're doing the absolute opposite. You were uniting people. You had mass influence. And when you have large amounts of influence and they don't own your soul and mind, and you're also genuinely bringing positivity to people, it's positive people that resist enslavement, not people who are downtrodden and completely destroyed. When you destroy someone's soul and destroy their mind, they'll accept the enslavement. They've given up. That's what they want. They want everybody to be sad and miserable and divided because then we'll accept the enslavement. But you did the absolute opposite, and you had huge amounts of influence. Like you said, the biggest influencer in the world, biggest YouTuber in the world, who is genuinely pushing the world in a positive direction. So for that reason, you will be canceled. We've now reached a point in the society where it's so clearly a battle of good versus evil. Not many people understand. This is not just about social media accounts or watching somebody who's get canceled or somebody's channel. This is genuinely about good forces for the world and evil forces for the world. This is genuinely about God and the devil. And when you're sitting here as a good force for the world, they will just try and destroy you in real time. These people are genuinely evil, my friend.
But morality is out the window.
But luckily, getting canceled doesn't matter because we get canceled from YouTube. But luckily, thanks to a very good friend of ours, there are alternatives to YouTube, which we're on right now, Rumble, which is 1,000,000 times better. Did you know that Rumble pay creators double per ad than YouTube do? YouTube is a big faceless, greedy.
They pay double? Hey, y'all can find my videos on rumble.com. Nigga, they play. Hey, y'all go sub out to the Rumble, bro. Hold on, about to make me go right now.
And you know, the fact that YouTube, all the creators out there, will pay you literally half the amount per ad than Rumble will, is a testament to what Rumble is all about, which is fairness. It is a very fair platform. If Ethan Klein gets banned on YouTube, I hope he comes over to Rumble.
They would be happy to have him.
Yeah, and I'd be happy to sit on his podcast and tell him...
he's a dislikable, horrible person.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'd be absolutely happy to do that. And Rumble should be happy to have people like Ethan Klein on it. So just the fact that they pay their ad spend double, because it means YouTube can easily afford to do that, is just testament to the character and the nature of the company, which is all about fairness. And if you are Andrew Tate, if you're Ethan Klein, if you're Russell Brand, it doesn't matter. If big tech and censorship is after you, and if it's fucking with you, you can come over to Rumble, make double the money immediately, drag your audience over, and make them regret it. So I know you're going to continue doing what you're doing. You're continue giving out all that money and giving all the gifts and making everyone happy and spreading smiles and happiness throughout the world on Rumble. And, you know, I'm behind you every step of the way. I'll help promote you.
But Steve, maybe God entrusted you with a more important mission.
That's how I feel, because when I got canceled, I was like, how could this happen to me? Because it's like,
He was already doing good things for you, bro. Like, you were already out there in the world giving away money, doing good things in the name of God. And maybe he thought, if we cancel Steve, he can awaken more minds to the enslavement of the Matrix, and he can free more minds and make sure that more people move to other platforms so they can't be easily sheep-minded. And maybe this is your mission. Maybe he had to martyr you.
You're the shepherd, bringing the flock over.
But that's how I feel. That's how I feel when I did what I did, and how I did it was I didn't judge no one. I didn't care about who you are, whatever. If you needed help, I was there for you. I made so much money, and I put my faith in YouTube. I made $2 million a month. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna cancel off YouTube because I'm the most influential. I don't know if I'm not by views, but I felt like I was the most. I felt like I was the top YouTuber in the world. I feel like, and everyone that comes up to me is, you inspire me. I'm your role model. I have so many I have such a older audience, fan base, because like, yo, you changed lives, and I respect that. So I put my faith in YouTube that I would spend all my income on changing people's lives. And I felt like
Steven, you said the same shit for like 30 minutes straight. Can you say something different? Steve.
I had YouTube
the
as
nigga
a platform
Steve
to grow my brands. So I would spend all the income I have and just grow my brands. And at the end of it, I would change thousands of people's lives. I will sell the brands that I have, and that will be it. It's like, at the end of it, it's like, okay, I'll make a few $100 million because I sold my brands, and I will change everybody's lives. Mm-hmm. And then they just canceled me.
Well, it doesn't matter.
For no reason.
Because here we are. You don't look canceled to me.
You've been guided, don't worry.
You've been guided.
God had a plan for you, bro.
But that's
You're
how
doing
I
a
feel.
more important job now, because truthfully, not many people understand, but anyone who reads a history book knows that as soon as they start censoring information, as soon as the propaganda machine says this is the only version of events, and any version of events contrary to this is outlawed, that's where tyranny comes. This is genuinely, now we're reaching a point where things are getting kind of scary. AI is coming in, CBDCs are coming in, and as soon as they can get people to shut up when they're talking against any kind of pre-designed and pre-planned agenda, then absolute enslavement for humanity lies. You're really truly on the right side of history, my friend. So God put you on the right boat.
I feel bad.
Hey, I got a question. Can we say the hard R on Rumble? No specific reason or nothing. I'm just, no specific reason. You know, I wouldn't say something like that. I just want to know. Just ask him.
Like you guys are a lot smarter than me, so it's super hard for me to wrap my head around when every single person I know in the world doesn't agree with what's going on. So like, why does the small majority of people control the world? And it's hard for me to understand.
Yeah, it's a very small minority.
It's like, I don't get it. Like, it's like everyone I meet, like I meet so many people, like I go to so many states, so many countries. It's like nobody's on the side of what's going on right now, of the leaders, everyone that rules this. Like, nobody's on the side. So it's like, I'm trying to understand, like, how is this happening? Like, why does the fucking minority of people rule the world when the majority don't agree with it?
And it's interesting, but it's always been that way. It's always.
But how is that? Like, how is that a thing when the majority of people you meet?
Steve has awoken from the Matrix. W. Steve.
Minority of people, and you have power, and you understand that the majority of people disagree with you. What's your number one mission? Your mission is to divide them, make them sad, make them miserable.
Yeah, but
but this is the reason.
Yeah,
if we all united behind something, whether it's a flag, an idea, a religion, anything, then none of it would work.
Okay, but
so they have to divide us.
Why is every social media company on that side?
Because
I mean, Rumble's just about free speech.
Yeah.
Like, they have anybody can join Rumble, and as long as you don't do like committing crazy crimes, you're allowed to be on Rumble. But why is every big platform?
I'll tell you why.
What do they have?
I'll tell you why.
What do all these big platforms have to gain?
I'll tell you why.
This?
They weren't necessarily created with that in mind. Some were created by college students in their dorms, etc. But back in the 1600s, England, the printing presses could only be owned by the government. Why? Because printing presses were powerful. You could make pamphlets. You could spread news. You could throw these all over cities. People could read. People could understand what was going on. You had the freedom to put whatever you wanted on that pamphlet. So printing presses were controlled by the government. It's been the same with in every single tyrannical civilization and every single tyrannical government. The state controls all the TV stations, all the radio stations. The Iron Curtain fell because Free Europe Radio was blasting news from the West across the Iron Curtain, and people tuning into this radio. That was the rumble of I guess the 1980s. But yeah, I don't think these platforms were necessarily created by people who wanted to control the world, but the people who control the world certainly bought the people who created these things in because they saw how powerful they were as weapons. These are the most powerful systems in the world to get information out there and to program young people with, literally program them. So I think they were taken and they were absorbed by the leadership.
Yeah,
of the
but
world.
why wouldn't they want everyone to like thrive and
Because,
be, like, you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
I understand, but that's ideological, and unfortunately, if you're
thrive
not,
and be good.
yeah, I
and
understand, but that's very
I would.
idealist.
You
and-
would.
But
Say
that's
whatever
not-
you want,
The,
like-
the truth of the real world is when something is very powerful and it's recognized as very powerful, like my brother said, when they have a social media platform and they recognize how it can influence young minds and they see how important it is to have control of it, the most powerful people in the world manage to get control of it. It doesn't matter if they make sure the people who are getting hired have a certain ideology. It doesn't matter if they sponsor certain groups and companies which lobby for X amount of laws in the government. It doesn't matter if they use their powerful friends to threaten or solicit. It doesn't matter if they buy X amount of stock. It doesn't matter what they
Blackmail,
do.
whatever they
They're
do.
the most powerful people in the world. If they're going to try their very best to get hold of a platform to use it for their own resources and their own reasons, they're probably going to be able to do it. And like my brother said, I don't believe a lot of these platforms were started with the idea of purporting a false narrative to the world on purpose. But once people realize that could be done, then it becomes the number one objective of the world's most powerful people to get control of these platforms.
If the world's most powerful man wants your watch, he's going to get your watch, or your house, or your car, or,
Or
your
your company.
website, or your company.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, Facebook went public. Remember that little dork? He wore a hoodie to his thing. Oh, the first guy to wear a hoodie to the. And oh, it's gone public. Who bought all the shares? I don't know. But he lost control at that point, and he's still the face of it. But I don't know.
So I had,
Anyway,
I,
he's
had
a
a,
nerd.
I had a meeting with this guy. We're talking about stuff. He really likes the idea of helping people. But anyways,
Hey, we'll finish the rest of this tomorrow. I ain't gonna cap you. I'm falling asleep. It's 1:30 a.m. I gotta wake up, and I gotta wake up at 6. Oh, God. Hey, turn y'all Naughty Bell. We'll finish this up tomorrow, bro. And y'all can see I'm not talking that much. I'm tired of shit. Alright, Steve. Hey, W Steve for giving back to the community. I'm not giving back to none of y'all. Fuck y'all. I'm joking. I will always give back. That's really the goal, for real. But I'll see y'all tomorrow and shit, bro. Oh my God, I'm about to fall asleep.